everybody, Happy New Year and welcome to the Blurred Library. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Keisha, and here at the Blurred Library we talk all things speculative fiction written by marginalized authors in books and comics. I am so excited to be back on YouTube. Last year I had to take quite a step back to figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, and had a lot of opportunities happen in that time. So I'm very excited to be back and to be able to just funnel all of my energies into this space. So before we get into how things are gonna operate from here on out, no, we can do that now. No, I want to talk about my current reads. Yes. Okay, because that also goes into how everything's gonna, how many videos I'm gonna be putting out per week now. So current reads. I'm starting the year with Shigeti. Now, deep exhale, because I am on the fence about this book currently, and I saw some people loved the book, and I know that it's gotten several awards, but I also saw a lot of my mutuals DNF it, and honestly I feel like if you DNF'd it in the first 10% of the book, valid reasons why, because there were times where I was like, oof, a man wrote this. And you never want that feeling to be something someone is thinking about as they're reading your work. It's like, oh, man wrote this. Because the main character, Shigeti, he is a nightmare god, and at one point of the book he was ugly, but because of this he goes through this change with the succubus, and she ends up making him attractive, and for the first 10% of the book he makes sure that none of us ever forget that he is now attractive with rippling abs. I can't tell you how many times that comes up. It was borderline romance, romance book type stuff, the mass market paperbacks with Fabio on it. That's the level of attention it was giving to his physical attributes. And honestly, if you're going into a fantasy book with that, it's a little frustrating. But around 25% it starts to get to the heist, which honestly forgot the heist was even a thing in this book. I honestly thought it was about this nightmare god who was pining after the succubus who didn't actually or couldn't actually love him. Completely forgot about the heist that was supposed to happen. So now that we're getting to that, I have something else to focus on. So I'm gonna leave that part alone for now. So like I said, I'm on the fence about this book. We'll see. I just got from my I just got it on my Libby. Oh my god, my phone is dirty. I just got it on my phone, but the Academy for Liars. Now, I saw this all over social media when it first came out, but the way people were talking about it, I just assumed it was YA and was like, I'm gonna leave that alone because I have to be in a very particular mood for YA these days. But it wasn't until Erica, shout out to Fabulous Magazine, she's amazing, but she was like, yeah, this is grad students. And I was like, oh. I don't remember anybody saying that, because I feel like that's a layer that is important, especially for those who adult works and stuff. Is the way everybody was talking about it, it made me feel like it was YA. So the fact that it is adult and, you're having this dark academia setting, it feels like it could be in the same vein as Blood Over Brighthaven and Babel. So I'm excited to see what will happen. Also, Alexis Henderson's works, I loved The Year of the Witching, and I thought the other one was House of Hunger. I thought it was cool. It was cool. So I'm interested to see what happens with this one. What else? I told myself that this year, because I skipped nearly every other book for Be Too Weird last year. So I was like, this year, I have to read most. I'm going to be honest with myself. We're going to set realistic expectations. But I'm going to read most of the books. So this year, January's choice is And the Sky Blood. I have no idea what this book is about. have no idea what it's about, but that's what everybody chose, so I got it on Libby, and that's what I'm gonna read. I might get to The Eyes Are the Best Part. If anybody's ever read it, let me know. Is this even like focusing? Yeah, there it is. So like, if anybody's ever read that book, let me know. I have seen one really good review for it, but I'm trying to, I can't remember what was good about it, but I remember someone on TikTok saying that they enjoyed the book. So we shall see, we shall see. So that's what I'm reading for like the next week and a half. With comics, I just finished a reread of Prince of Cats. I love this comic so much. I feel like I should be making quarterly posts to remind everybody to pick this up. If you love retellings, remixes, reimaginings, this is a retelling or a remix of Romeo and Juliet told through the perspective of Tybalt. And it's done in 1980s New York, where they're on Coney Island. They are, you know, there's katanas. It's so left field, but it's done so great with like this great vein of hip hop going through it. You would think like these oversized books are annoying, and most times they are, but the artwork really lends itself to it. So like, if you can see, gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I love this comic so much. If you ever get a chance, read it. Let me know what you think. It's 10 out of 10 masterpiece. I have no idea what other comics I'm going to be reading, so when I do my monthly reading wrap-ups and TBRs, in not this Monday but the Monday after next, I'll be better with it then. But right now I'm just kind of like feeling out this new format. So going into the format for how I'm going to be doing YouTube now, I'm moving my author interviews over to my website because one, it's just easier for me to like bust out the questions and send them there. And yeah, so I'm going to be putting those there. YouTube right now is just going to be my weekly reading wrap-ups and what I'm going to be reading for the next week, and then a vlog where, you know, you get to see me, where, you know, when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm usually doing some kind of craft, or I am making meals or learning how to can right now. Or I'm outside with my chickens and I'm cleaning out the chicken coop, and you get to see them because the ladies, they have grown up. They are majestic. Specifically Buwak. Flappy and me, we have a problem. She does not like me, but I think it's because we trolled her so hard. I get it, you know, maybe she heard it, maybe she understood it, I don't know. But me and her are not vibing right now. But Buwak is my girl. She was the first one to start laying eggs, and I thought I wasn't going to get eggs until the spring, but I'm getting eggs every single day from these girls. So that's exciting. It's also a little scary because, you know, climate change and whatnot, but that is exciting. So you get to see that side and what I'm doing, you know, to bring all of these lessons that we're learning in storytelling, bring it into, you know, our life. Also, if you are not on social media or you don't see me on social media, completely fine. I also have a literary community and book club over at Bindery, and it's called Neon Moons. Now, I have a long drawn out reason why I call it Neon Moons, and if anyone ever wants me to make a video for that, I definitely will. I also have the explanation over on my website. Yeah, it's Neon Moons, and every month we'll be reading either a book or a comic. Honestly, I wanted to do both, but talking to everybody, you know, that might have been too much. So right now it's just one comic or one book, and we'll do it like that. If the community wants to do more, I am more than willing to do more, for sure. We're gonna be talking about a book and just like crafting. just everything that makes us us and how these stories impact us. So if you want to join, please check the link in the description below. I'm so excited for this new year. I hope that you're willing to stick with me and talk books, talk comics, talk crafting, and how, you know, these stories impact us in our world. So I think that's all I got. So in the comments, let me know what you're reading, what you're doing this year, what are your goals, what are your plans, and I will see you in the next one. Because the next one will most likely be the chickens or making my journal, which I should have been. This is one of the journals that I made. I am going to make 2 more, so the next video will be the journals, cleaning up this room, and then giving a tour, and then maybe the chickens. We'll see. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Later.